You're 40 years old and still struggling to pay bills? Think it's too late to change that? I get your frustration and despair. You're not alone. Many of us reach this age thinking it's too late to change. But we're all wrong. Poverty is just a phase and it can be overcome. To help you out, I'll show you 17 fatal mistakes you need to stop making right now to get out of poverty and improve your life quickly. 1. Feeling comfortable with just one source of income. Imagine you've been working at the same job for over 10 years. This job gives you some stability and you feel secure with your steady income. Sounds comfortable, right? But let me tell you something. Relying on just one source of income can be a huge risk. Think about it. What if, out of nowhere, you lose this job? It might be something you don't even want to imagine, but it's possible. Even if you're the best employee, the company could go under, leaving you jobless. Then what? Desperation hits, bills pile up, and stress skyrockets. This is just one reason why we can't get too comfortable. If you really want to get out of poverty, you need more income streams. I'm not saying you need a second big job. It could be something small that helps boost your savings or pay off debts faster. Think about something you enjoy doing that could earn you extra cash. For example, you could offer consulting services, sell something you make, or even tutor. The important thing is to have more than one source of income so you're not completely dependent on a single paycheck. This also helps you save better and prepare for unexpected events. Now tell me in the comments, how old are you? How many sources of income do you have? And how do you feel about it? Finding another source of income is crucial, especially if you're doing your best to save but still can't cover all your household needs. It might be due to having a big family, health problems, or other reasons. 2. Wasting money. You know that new iPhone, the giant TV, or the latest car model? They seem awesome and bring a sense of satisfaction. But the hard truth is that these things are making you poorer with every big purchase. Think about it. How will you save money to invest in something that truly brings a return? Like your own business or other assets if you keep spending on unnecessary things. Every impulsive buy takes you further from financial freedom. Imagine instead of buying a $1,000 TV on a credit card and creating debt, you use that money to boost your retirement savings in a 401k or Roth IRA. This not only helps speed up your retirement savings, but also makes the most of the time you still have to make your money work for you. Let's be real, at 40, it's essential to stop wasting money and start thinking long-term. It's not easy, but it's a necessary step to change your life. Ready to ditch unnecessary spending and invest in a more secure future? Tell us in the comments what your biggest money challenges are. Let's move on to the third mistake. Poor financial management. You know you can't keep going like this, right? At 40, it's crucial to start managing your money well. This is a decisive phase to ensure a more stable future. The key to this is managing your resources as efficiently as possible. One of the hardest things when trying to get out of poverty is making every penny count. For this, we have a powerful tool called budgeting. With a budget, you can clearly see your financial situation, how much money comes in and how much goes out. It's like having a map of your money. When you know your income, you can divide it smartly. First, set aside money for basic expenses like food, utilities, education, and debt payments. Then, reserve some for leisure and fun because we all need a break. But don't forget to allocate some for savings, an emergency fund, and investments. Think of the budget as your financial guide. It shows where your money is going and where you can adjust to save more. This way, you can make the most of every penny and take an important step towards getting out of poverty and securing a more stable future. So, it's time to grab a pen and paper or a spreadsheet and start planning your budget. But if you're in debt and need extra help, you should know that a 7-minute song has been recently discovered that can attract money into your life quickly. Don't believe it? A renowned scientist, Dr. Thomas Summers, analyzed secret CIA research and found a powerful link between brainwaves and wealth. His associates tested the research and the results were impressive. Debt repayments, new cars, and even huge houses. Now, over 18,000 people have transformed their financial lives by activating a small source of power in their brains. It's safe, fast, and doesn't involve manifestations, affirmations, or the law of attraction. Click the link in the first comment to listen to this song now before the CIA takes the video down forever. But if you don't want to rely on this help, you'll make the next mistake, which is staying in your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone can be one of the biggest mistakes you're making right now. At 40, facing poverty and constant financial stress that stops you from enjoying life, it's clear that your comfort zone is holding you back. So how do you change this? First, break the routine. Try new things like a side job even if it's not something you love. Study something different, learn new skills. The important thing is to stop making excuses and start now. Think of a boat that always stays in the safe harbor, never venturing out to explore the ocean. It's time to lift anchor and sail into new waters. It might be tough at first, but that's how you'll find better opportunities. Remember, the best chances to improve your life are outside your comfort zone. So challenge yourself, seek new experiences, and take the first step to transform your financial life. Before we move on to the fifth mistake, if this content is helpful for you, don't forget to smash that like button. 5. Continuing without financial education. If you don't understand financial education, you stay trapped in poverty. This happens because you can't see money as a tool to create wealth. Instead, you end up spending thoughtlessly, buying things that give immediate satisfaction but don't help in the long run. With financial education, you learn to manage your money, understand its value, and use tools that help you grow financially. Imagine you're in a game and money is your resource to win. Without knowing the rules, you lose. But if you learn how money works, you can use it to achieve big goals like becoming a millionaire. To help you with this, subscribe to the channel and keep discovering how the rich think and the secrets to making lots of money. This way, you can become one of them someday. Now let's move on to the sixth mistake. 6. Stopping learning and trying new things. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, spends hours every day learning new things. Even at over 90 years old with a huge fortune, he never stopped studying. This habit is what helped him achieve so much success. Continuing to learn is like keeping your mind sharp and ready for new opportunities. When you educate yourself and gain new skills, you open doors to better jobs and higher salaries. So never stop studying and seeking knowledge. Learning is your best investment. 7. Forgetting about personal development. Personal development is about understanding who you are, your strengths and weaknesses. It's like having a clear map of where you want to go in life. When you know yourself well, you make better decisions and focus on what truly matters. Imagine you think you need a new iPhone to be happy, but through personal development, you realize what really makes you happy is spending time with your family. So instead of spending money on luxury, you invest in moments that truly matter. Personal development helps you see what's really important and avoid spending money on unnecessary things. This way, you improve your financial situation and live a fuller, happier life. Before we move on to the next mistake, I noticed you haven't liked the video yet. This is important to support the channel and help this video reach more people. So, give it a like and let's move on to the 8th mistake. 8. Eating out. Everyone loves eating out, right? It's great to relax and enjoy different food. But if you're on a tight budget, it's not a good idea. Spending hard-earned money on meals out doesn't help save for investments or starting your own business. Imagine that every time you choose to eat at home, you're taking a step towards getting out of poverty. Preparing your meals not only saves money, but also helps you take better care of your health, especially as we get past 40. Watching what we eat gets much harder when we're always eating out. If you usually eat out and want to start saving, comment, "I commit to not eating out for a month." Then see the difference in your budget and let us know. Now let's move on to the 9th mistake. 9. Having addictions. Addictions like smoking, drinking, and gambling might seem like an escape, but they actually drain your money and health. You know that money that disappears every month and you don't know where it went. Often it's in the addictions. As we get past 40, our bodies don't recover like they used to. So continuing these habits is a double blow to your wallet and your health. Quitting, or at least cutting back on addictions, will put more money in your pocket and improve your health. Less money burned, more life to enjoy. 10. Not having an emergency fund. You've probably experienced tough times and know that unexpected things happen. Without a reserve, you'll have to borrow money or use a credit card, creating high-interest debt. Having an emergency fund is like having a superpower against these unexpected events. Start with $2,000 to cover smaller emergencies and gradually increase it. The ideal goal is to have a reserve that covers 12 months of expenses. This provides enormous peace of mind and prevents you from getting into debt. 11. Forgetting to save every month. Saving money just for emergencies is not enough. To get out of poverty and build wealth, you need to save with the goal of investing and growing your money. This needs to be a priority, not something you do if there's leftover change at the end of the month. Whenever you receive your salary, set aside the savings portion first. Even if it's just 5% at the beginning, the important thing is to be consistent and increase that amount as you can. This way, you build a more secure and prosperous future step by step. 12. Ignoring the idea of investing. To create wealth, you need to invest in things that generate income without you having to work all the time, like stocks, other people's businesses, or even your own enterprise. Do you really want to work all your life? Aren't you tired of the routine of having to work every day? It's time to seriously think about making investments and putting your money to work for you. The good news is that nowadays, with just a few dollars, you can start investing and building your wealth. Unlike 20 years ago when it took a lot of money to start, there are now many options. Of course, if we want faster results, we need to save more and invest more aggressively. After all, we're not 20 anymore. To help you save time, subscribe to the channel and keep learning how to manage and invest your money to make it work for you. Now let's move on to the next mistake. 13. Surrounding yourself with people who hold you back. You know that saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? Well, when we surround ourselves with toxic, problematic, or negative people, we end up being affected in some way, usually negatively. But at 40, we've learned a lot about people. We know it's not good to be around just anyone because some people only bring problems. People who are always complaining and thinking negatively only serve to steal our peace and discourage us. Often, it's not even out of malice, but because they have a limited view of life. So start surrounding yourself with people who have big goals and have already achieved important things. These people can give you valuable advice and share experiences that will help you grow. 14. Neglecting small expenses. You know those small daily expenses that seem harmless? Like buying a coffee, a snack at the store, a bottle of water, a pack of cigarettes, or taking a taxi. Well, these expenses, although small, can become a big problem if added up over the month. When you're in a tight financial situation, no expense is insignificant. Imagine that all these small expenses added up at the end of the month could represent hundreds of dollars. This money could be used to pay off debts, save, or invest. We're not saying to eliminate all these small pleasures because we know they make daily life more enjoyable. But it's important to start tracking these expenses and set a monthly limit for them. This way, you can better organize yourself and manage your resources more efficiently. 15. Living beyond your means. Living beyond your means is a very common habit and usually persists until old age. But how do you know if you're doing this? If you have significant debts, spend more than 30% of your income on housing, eat out frequently, or pay for multiple subscriptions while being poor, then you're living beyond your means. At this point in life, it's essential to adopt a more frugal lifestyle. This means cutting your expenses as much as possible. This step is crucial to increase your payment capacity and pay off your debts more quickly. And once you're debt-free, you'll have more money available to save and invest, creating a more solid path to financial stability. 16. Too many social outings. At 40, it's common to have many friends. Even though most are already married and living more quietly, there are always those who never get tired and want to enjoy life to the fullest. Depending on your emotional situation, you might end up getting into this circle of parties, drinks, and waste. This is not good for your finances. It's a direct path to poverty. Now that you're determined to get out of this complicated financial situation, it's important to avoid so many social outings. You need to prepare more, work more, and find ways to generate more income. Remember, every social outing means spending money, and that money could be used to pay off debts or invest in your future. 17. Having a partner who doesn't support you. Talking about partners can be complicated after all. They are people who have been with us for many years. But the reality is that the person you choose to share your life with can greatly influence your financial situation. If this person encourages spending and has no financial goals beyond living in the moment, that's a big problem. We're not saying to abruptly end things with your partner because they don't share the same financial vision as you. The first step is to have a serious conversation, explaining your goals, their importance, what you hope to achieve, and how they can help you get there. Having support on this journey is essential to achieving financial stability and building a better future. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more content like this.